see in this programme. Mind, Body and Kicking Moves scours the world for all the finest martial masters of action and mayhem you could possibly want in one place. Stoked and ready to go. In this episode, from a sword chop on a belly-balanced melon, the roots of Bruce Lee.
Ready and action!
To chop-socky movie stunts. To see inside this secretive world, we advise you to sit down in this, your front row seat, as Asia's most dangerous fighting masters reveal their skills to the Mind, Body and Kicking Moves team, hosted by martial artist Chris Crudelli. Mind, Body and Kicking Moves tours the world in a quest to discover the truth behind martial arts' supernatural powers. First stop, downtown Hong Kong. The question is, do such supernatural skills really exist, or are all stunts tawdry fakes? On a Hong Kong rooftop, a crack troupe of martial artists assemble to demonstrate how the impossible can be achieved.
Even the hammer was broken. Why? His head did not get hurt. The reason was the force of the hammer, okay, has already been spread all over the break. All the force will be spread out. So this is why the force will not go down directly to his head.
This is Leung Ting. He's a man completely au fait with the art of the deceiver. For him, Kung Fu's classic stunts are the skills of the vagabonds.
Among hundreds of Chinese Kung Fu stars, there was a very secret stars called vagabond skills. Traditionally, the Chinese, they always think Chinese Kung Fu belongs to some kind of lower class people. That's why this secret technique belongs to the vagabonds, because they use this kind of performance so they can make some money. Most of these are no more than some kind of magical tricks. You got to pay attention to the time when he jumped on the belly. He used this part as like a jumping block, boom, boom. Okay? At the same time, the Qigong Grandmaster must have to take up his belly so as to make his muscle very strong. It's easy for Kung Fu people to control the muscle. Of course, they're much stronger than the people that have never practiced Kung Fu before.
But it's not just about muscles. Your average vagabond usually heads straight for the knife draw.
In this performance, he roll on it. So that means he's not going to slide it all the way around, but get roll on it. Kung Fu people, they can perform something much better than the normal people, okay? Something the normal people really cannot do. If you know a little trick, you can exaggerate one thing. The trick of doing this is, okay, the performer, he just touch, boom, and then he come up again and rock fastly onto your palm. So this is why anytime you see the smoke, you call it the incredible palm or iron belly. This off like this. However, the trick is, while I cut the melon down, I would just right stop there. I would not drag or push. I would just cut it, boom, like this. Of course, it is really, really dangerous. And even though I do that, you can even see the scar. We cannot say all these are no more than tricks, because if some people, they don't know how to control, you really can cut the other guy, right? Or you really will kill somebody. People believe they're Superman, but it is not that unbelievable. It is not marvelous. You really need techniques. You need practice.
Leung Ting doesn't buy the superpowers theory, but the irony is that to be an effective deceiver, you have to be a top-notch martial artist. The search moves on to a far-flung corner of Beijing province, China. We find some of the most skilled fighters in the world preparing to lay into each other again. In spite of the impending carnage, martial arts and the movies have a very healthy relationship.
No Chinese movie is complete without a bit of fisticuffs. And if you want to attract 100 million viewers like this probably will, you better make sure the fisticuffs is full on.
Of course, if you were to film a real fight, you'd end up with a short movie and an enormous hospital bill. The trick with movie fighting is to employ wudu wrapping is the active variety to make good
Art style. And believe it or not, you've actually got to be a really good fighter to look good and not kill the bloke. Wow.
This springy fellow is Wu Ye, martial arts choreographer to the stars and a star himself. He outlined the tricks of the trade.
I'm used to hitting people. Okay. Yeah. Basically, they're very skilled, so you don't need to worry about their movements, which is a complete departure from martial arts as you usually understand it. So you don't need to worry about their moves. All you need to concentrate on is making your moves look good. You like your hat, huh? Hey. It's getting better. So basically, when you're hitting the guy, you're actually trying to sort of avoid him and look as if you're hitting him. And when you hit him, bang, and you kick him, ooh, you know he's moving out of the way, so you've got to kick and turn very quickly. And all the moves have to be very dramatic and filled with power.
Do you want to learn the secrets of Bruce Lee's original fight style? Then sit tight, who knows it all, after the break.
You know, when you're at school, there's always that kid who says to you, my dad's harder than your dad. Well, the bloke I'm about to meet, when he says it, he really means it. Because his dad taught Bruce Lee.
This is Grandmaster Ip Shun, leader of the Wing Chun fighting system. He's the daddy, or rather, his father is the daddy. Or rather, his daddy is the teacher of Bruce Lee. Because Wing Chun is the system that was the basis for Bruce's fighting style. Ip Shun is one of the living legends of martial arts, a humble, pipe-smoking granddad. He rarely agrees to demonstrate the system that launched martial arts on the big screen.
This is Sticky Hands, the advanced training exercise for Wing Chun. Grandmaster Ip Chun's 80 years old. Might just look like small movements, but these are what count in real fights. As soon as a little push goes, they deflect the power. This style's all about deflection. While he's trying to hit him, he's thinking of the method to get in and strike him. There you go. Yeah. So while he's hitting, he's learning what the guy's doing, what his responses are. He looks for the opportunity and then strikes. Here we go again. There we go, straight into the throat.
越好睇嘅啦，就一定唔實用。實用嘅就一定唔好睇。
Real Kung Fu is definitely not good looking. And that's what my teacher always used to tell me when I was a little kid, like posing, going, look at me, I'm so good. He used to come and give me a few licks and say, if it looks good, it's not real Kung Fu. Real Kung Fu looks bad, but it's useful.
Wing Chun is a small, compact, non-flashy fighting system designed to let little people sort out bigger people. It's a real Cinderella style, sidelined by its more glamorous Kung Fu brothers. Maybe because of its simplicity, or maybe because it's the only system invented by a woman.
It's all about relaxing and feeling the other guy's power. And they practice on the big wooden dummy, so even though it looks like it's nice and soft and relaxed, actually he's used to hitting hard blocks of wood. So it's going to hurt when you get hit.
Wing Chun typically conceals its power in cheeky combinations, producing results that themselves are often mimicked in the movies.
Yeah, so I blocked him, but I blocked slightly off the mark. And he's not even using power. If he uses power, you'll really be in trouble. So that's what you see on the movies, you know, when they hit them and they go flying. Obviously in the movies they're wearing wires, but this is where the real skill starts. It's about pulling them slightly off balance and then using their natural opposite force against them. Bang, a little bit of force. He's just, you know, he's a little old fellow who's just using a little bit of force, and people are moving, they're genuinely moving. Bruce Lee's main system was Wing Chun. It's amazing. Although he added a lot of big kicks and big flips and jumps and all that business, but essentially the core of his system was Wing Chun. It was that directness, just hit the person quickly, get it finished. Ah, you see? Bruce Lee used to practice his Wing Chun on rooftops like this, and in those days they had proper bare-knuckle scraps that were so gruesome they became illegal. In one of his first fights, it almost ended his career because he got knocked down and he almost got knocked out. His teacher picked him up and forced him to carry on. He did, and he won. And that's what gave him the confidence to become the world's biggest martial arts movie star.
Bruce Lee's famously muscled physique is a controversial subject in Wing Chun. It's said that Bruce pumped up some of his muscles just to look good on camera. His whopping biceps, for example, would actually have been a disadvantage in a proper scrap. Wing Chun has its own ideas about the body beautiful.
Try again, try. Yeah.
This is Leung Ting, the brains behind the leading brand of Wing Chun, called cleverly Wing Sun. Wing Chun, Wing Sun. Get it?
All the other side, they're talking about how powerful you are and you got to do a lot more weightlifting or something.
Yeah.
But in Wing Chun, I would not suggest you to do any weightlifting.
So you don't want big muscles?
No.
The better is small muscles.
Not small muscles, but I don't have this kind of muscles,
Yeah,
okay?
okay.
But here,
Yeah, the lats.
we develop the back muscle,
Right.
and also we develop all this kind of extension.
Yeah.
We practice the extension. Okay?
All triceps.
All the triceps action.
Yeah. You blocked, you punched, and you put your body weight in all at the same time.
All body speed.
Your forward motion.
Yes, forward motion.
So what would happen to this guy if you hit him really hard?
Who cares? He's your enemy. He's your
Fact is, the perfect punch comes from extending your arm using your triceps. If you engage the biceps as well, you're actually making the punch weaker because the biceps contract the arm, the opposite of what you're trying to do. The effort will make you feel like Mr. Universe, but you won't be able to punch through a paper bag. Leung Ting has a motoring analogy to illustrate biceps abuse.
Most of people, they even contract, totally tie up their muscle. And it's like, you know, you drive a car and one leg, you put one foot on the oil and another foot on the brake and then you go, ah! And then you feel it's powerful. Only you feel it's powerful.
But the other guy...
The other guy don't feel what? Don't feel nothing.
Applying Wing Chun principles will make you the AK-47 of punching machines.
The concept of Wing Chun is okay. I'm holding a machine gun. Look, dang, 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 dang. Once I give you one punch, you get hit, and once you get it forever.
And again, and again, and again.
Yes. Think about the feint, the erected feint. When you want to stop the erected feint, are you going to put your finger into it and stop it?
Stick it in the middle.
You put your finger in?
I turn the switch
What?
off.
That's it. Where is the switch? This is the switch. I hit your head, you cannot hit me. Now you get it?
Knock him out.
Yes,
I like
because this is where the power come from.
Knock him out. Turn the switch off.
Yes.
Okay.
Bruce Lee may have led the way, but Wing Chun has many fans in the entertainment business. Sammo Hung, full-scale movie god and graduate of Peking Opera, dropped by for a martial chat.
I've been watching Sammo since I was a little kid.
I'm bigger too.
Yeah, no.
I'm looks like a very old man.
No, I'm very young, you know, so you've influenced Western film. And people, when they see films, Peking Opera, they say, oh, that's Kung Fu.
Now, I tell you what, a movie or on the stage, I can fight 10 people, 100 people, you know, like that. In real life, no way. On the stage, I can fight people like pa, pa. Real, no.
Yeah. So it's so real
fast,
so
you know?
fast,
so fast. Totally different.
But I've heard that you can actually do real kung fu as well.
No, I don't fighting. I'm very scared. I don't fighting.
Of course, a good fighter, but he's a gigantic movie star. Why should he fight?
No, exactly. Yeah, quite right. You've trained so hard and you've done so many films. You must have had some very, very serious injuries.
I broke my feet about 7 times.
7 times?
Yeah, and hand about 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, and my back, painful. Most important, heart is very good.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. As long as that's still beating, you're all right.
Movie set in China, the highly trained stunt serial killers are explaining the tricks of their trade. Stand back before anyone kicks off.
Ready and action!
Whoever decided to hang a martial artist from a wire while they did their thing deserves a slap on the back. It's kung fu movies that have made Panto's darkest secret a credible martial skill. Wire fu.
This is the staple of all Chinese movies, wire work. I'm going to have a go. I think it might be a bit dangerous and might hurt a little bit as well.
This team of wushu artists specialise in the spins and leaps that make movie audiences believe an elephant can fly.
It's a bit kinky, isn't it? Should we get one of these at home?
吃完这个一辈子都不想拍戏了。
You still have to do one of these, you'll never want to do a film again. Okay. Oh, okay. He said don't jump because the wire will snap. Nice one. Oh, my man.
如果你要做准备动作，他们拉起来以后，威亚带、威亚衣。
Yes. Yeah. And if you prepare for it, the snap that they pull, it just the wires that are around your body contract so much that it just closes your rib cage and tightens on your groin. Do it.
Action！
哇，很漂亮。有什么？
我跟你讲，演演员。
You know？
So basically, it's all about beauty. The way you move, you have to move very beautiful.
还有就是在空中拉起来以后，
When you're flying,
眼睛不要看地，
yeah, you don't want to look at the floor.
抬头。
Look forwards.
Okay, that's it.
That's really, really hard, and it hurts. These guys are doing this all day.
Come on down and join the scrapping party. Sit back and watch what happens after the break and see who escapes a beating.